You buy a beautiful, expensive plant, dig a hole, and then watch as it slowly dies in the harsh sunlight. When this happens, we usually blame ourselves. But plant failure is rarely a result of insufficient effort, and it has nothing to do with lacking a green thumb. The true cause of failure is usually an invisible mismatch. We force plants into environments that clash with their basic biological needs. To stop wasting money, you have to stop looking at the plant itself and start diagnosing the unseen mechanics of the ground before you make a purchase. Survival begins before the plant even leaves the store. You have to analyze the label to ensure your garden meets its exact requirements for sun, shade, location, and seasonal duration. But requirements go beyond sunlight. Certain plants possess strict pairing needs and cannot survive in isolation. Blue hollies are a specific example. They require a combination of male and female plants in close proximity for exchanging pollen. A single plant left entirely alone will eventually fail. If the light is wrong or the necessary partner is missing, the plant is placed in a setting where its biology simply cannot function. Moving underground, the native earth itself is rarely perfectly balanced. It leans heavily toward hostile extremes, packing in excess rock, salt, sand, or clay. This cross-section of heavy clay acts like a dense sponge, holding too much water and physically suffocating the root system. Contrast that with extreme sandy or rocky soil. Here, water and nutrients rapidly flush away before the plant can absorb them. The native ground is often an actively hostile environment. To keep a plant alive, you have to chemically and physically override it. This is where we introduce the magic mix, a universal 6-ingredient antidote designed to re-engineer hostile soil. It requires 3-in-1 soil, 20-20-20 fertilizer, coffee, tea, blood meal, and coconut coir. You can find the exact measurements we use for this entire formula in the description below. This combination creates a balanced, living ecosystem designed to support healthy root development and sustain the plant throughout the growing season. The primary functional benefit of this mix is how it manages water. Instead of pooling on the surface, moisture moves through the porous texture. Coconut coir is the crucial anchor of this entire mix. But why use it over traditional peat moss? Coconut coir absorbs 30% more water than peat moss and is easier to re-wet. It also provides dual mechanical action, wedging between clay to create air pockets and giving loose sand physical structure to hold moisture. This mixture feeds the plant, while simultaneously reconstructing the drainage and moisture mechanics of the ground. Translating that chemistry into physical execution requires strict spatial geometry. Dig a hole twice the plant's diameter and 1.5 times its depth. Coat the walls and bottom with a 1/8 layer of pre-soaked coconut coir. Center the plant and backfill with magic mix, keeping the topsoil level with the surface. Maintain a 3-day slow watering regimen. The flow must be gentle enough to soak in without washing your newly engineered soil away. A slow, steady stream of water makes contact with the soil at the base of the stem. Delivering this water requires physical restraint. A sudden, heavy rush of liquid creates immediate runoff, while a deliberate trickle allows gravity and capillary action to work together. This chart compares 2 different watering methods side by side. On the left, a rapid pour floods the surface, eroding the dirt and collapsing macropores, the vital tiny air pockets roots need to breathe. On the right, a slow trickle keeps those structural air pockets intact. By matching the flow rate to the absorption capacity of the earth, the fragile, newly developing roots are shielded from physical damage. The deliberate pacing of the pour determines whether the water acts as a destructive physical weight or a nurturing foundation. Zooming into the microscopic level, we can watch the exact moment individual water droplets hit the soil. Earth is highly textured, full of jagged mineral edges and organic matter. When a drop hits that rough terrain, physical forces immediately push back. This microscopic visualization shows a single droplet hitting a soil particle. Water molecules naturally cling tightly together, a property called surface tension. But kinetic impact against the jagged soil shatters that tension, breaking the droplet apart. Now reduced to smaller clusters, these fragmented water molecules funnel downward, slipping through tiny gaps between dirt grains until they reach a root tip. This mechanical breaking of the water surface is the necessary step to deliver deep hydration to the roots. From the damp earth, our perspective shifts vertically, tracing the young plant's stem upward toward its green leaves. This animated cross-section of the plant stem illustrates transpiration pull. As moisture evaporates from the leaves above, it creates a vacuum pulling newly delivered water molecules up from the roots through microscopic tubes called xylem. The water molecules travel the stem, arrive at the leaf surface, and interact with incoming solar energy. Bathed in the warm, golden hour sunlight, this internal moisture provides the chemical fuel required to begin photosynthesis. The action at the root level has enabled the plant to begin converting solar energy into biological growth. The watering stops, leaving the seedling resting in a softly blurred golden landscape. We are watching the real-time interplay of three vital elements: nutrient-rich earth, hydration, and light. When these three variables align, the plant secures the structural integrity and chemical resources it needs to thrive. Growth depends on more than just the presence of water. It relies on a specific physical delivery that allows a seedling to finally connect with its new environment. Keep in mind, in cold climates, engineered soil cannot stop a hard freeze. Specific perennials, like canna lilies, still need to be unearthed and replanted every season. By shifting your focus to the hidden mechanics of the earth, you can move a garden from struggling to thriving. Before you buy another plant, diagnose the environment and fix the mix first.